everyone, welcome back. We are having a full moon today in the sign of Capricorn. I love this energy. I mean, you can probably tell. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and I love Saturn. I love what Saturn represents, so obviously Capricorn is going to also represent those same things that Saturn represents. Those same things that Saturn is about are themes that you can find within this Capricorn energy. So with this being a full moon, these themes are probably going to be coming up around this time. So we did have a new moon in Capricorn back in January, where some of these seeds could have been, getting planted. We could have been working on this energy the past 6 months. So with the full moon, this is indicative of a time where this energy is kind of like coming to a close, like something is completing, even if it's just like a milestone, even if it's not like a true like full completion. It's like we're reaching a milestone, or something is being illuminated, something is being completed within a bigger cycle. Something could be closing out, or maybe it's a time for release. These are all themes that could happen with full moons. And because it's in Capricorn, some of these Capricorn themes could have to do with accomplishing things, working hard at something, being very diligent, being very responsible, showing up, doing the hard work, doing that work that it takes, to reach the top, to reach a peak. I love this Capricorn energy. I think it's so impressive because I consider it to be like a master manifester. It knows what it has to do. It has like that tunnel vision. It has that patience. It has that work ethic to climb that mountain slow and steady to reach that peak, and to bring something into fruition, to manifest something, to make something solid, to make it real. It goes from like this cloud, this wave of potential, something that's amorphous, to something that is solid, something that can be grounded down into reality. You make it tangible. And I think that's a real power, that this Capricorn energy represents. Because it's not easy in this material world to manifest things. Like, things take time. It's so, slow here, and things are so dense. So you really need to like put all of your like attention and focus, and like really be patient. And delayed gratification is the name of the game. Like, there is no instant gratification. It's doing the work that it's going to take, knowing that you're not going to see the results right away, knowing that these results are probably going to be way down the line, but they're going to be worth it. So there's a true power that lies here within this Capricorn energy. But of course, like I always say whenever I'm talking about this energy, there's a downfall. Like, every sign, everything has its good side, its bad side, the pros and the cons. The dark side of Capricorn could be that it gets consumed by the material world. Like, it prioritizes the material world so much that it just wants to accumulate and build and climb, like social climb, like have a high status, have a lot of power, accumulate riches and money and material things, and put that above everything else as like the most important thing, where this material world can like consume you. So that's the dark side of Capricorn, because that's like the illusion, right? The illusion is that, yes, this material world is what's here. It's what's tangible. It's what we can consider real because we can like touch it, see it, taste it, smell it. So we think it's the only thing that exists. It's the only thing that matters, but it's just one part of the bigger picture. And when we lose that other part of the picture, we lose our heart. That's like we lose our soul. So that's why it's like important not to do that, not to get consumed by the illusion, by the Maya. And yes, absolutely build here. You know what I mean? Do what it takes to manifest things, to build things, build up that inner strength, that patience, that diligence that it takes for us to build things materially, but to make sure that we're building things that we care about, that are purposeful, that we feel connected to. I was watching this video about this moon, and the astrologer was saying, I loved what he said, because he was like, this Capricorn energy, it's all about like, climbing that mountain. And he's like, but what mountain are you climbing? Are you climbing someone else's mountain, or are you climbing a mountain that like still has heart in it, like that you're connected to, that has your heart, it's like it's worth it. You're not just climbing a mountain to climb. You're not just working hard to work hard because that's what you were taught that you had to do. Working hard for someone else, like going to work and only working for the paycheck. It's taking other things out of you. It's draining you. It like drains you of your life force energy. It drains you of peace, of happiness. You know, if you're doing something just for the money, just for the paycheck, just for the material output versus caring about something, finding something purposeful, and focusing and dedicating your attention on climbing those mountains, you know? So these are the type of themes that could be coming up for us around this time. Something else I've been thinking about Capricorn too is a lot of people think that this energy is like such a Debbie Downer, you know, it's like such a negative Nancy, like, you know, because Capricorn is just so practical and just so realistic, grounded, that they are going to kind of find the holes, you know, like in your fantasy. But I feel like it's done out of love, you know? Like a lot of people could feel like, oh my God, you're raining on my parade. Like, why are you like, can a girl dream? Like, let me dream big. And I don't think it's about like that the Capricorn energy doesn't want people to dream big. I think it just wants to help people actually like attain these big dreams. It's like, I'm gonna be a millionaire in 2 years. And instead of, you know, just having like that grand vision, it's kind of like, okay, well, where are we now? Like, let's bring it back. Like, let's see, where are we now? And like what's a realistic goal we can set for ourselves, and then once we're there, then like we can like, you know, like work your way up. I just feel like Capricorn is an energy that can see when like a lot of steps are being skipped, or when something isn't like being thought out or considered, or it's like not realistic. It's like it just wants to make the big dream attainable. It wants to make it a reality. Remember, this energy is like a master manifester. So it just like brings it down to like manageable chunks. So it's like you can have your big dream, you can have your big vision. I'm not trying to shit on your vision. I'm just saying like there's a smarter way to go about it than just to dream big. And then nothing happens because like you didn't actually put like a plan into place to get yourself closer to that, to your dream, you know? So I think Capricorn just literally does it like out of love, kind of like be the person that gives you the bad news, or like, you know, tells you the uncomfortable truth or what you don't want to hear. It's just like, well, you need to know this so that you can be made aware, so that we can figure out a better plan, or like refine something, or actually make the vision happen, like actually make it be possible, you know? So that's something else that I've been like contemplating myself recently regarding this Capricorn energy. I've had a very eventful last moon cycle, last 2 weeks. I feel like I've gotten so much insight and so many downloads and just so much nuggets of wisdom. It's been very eventful, like very busy, like communicative, like just a lot. It's been a lot. But honestly, all good things. You know, like, of course, there's discomfort that comes up, of course. I've been very humbled, I have to say. I'm not someone that at all thinks that I'm like enlightened or above anybody, like in my spirituality or anything like that. But I do have to say, like, it's been a long time that I've been like this humbled, like where it's like I see like my flaws, my human flaws, you know, like that I still, things that I still need to work on, were very much so highlighted for me throughout this time. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what the message is going to be for this full moon in Capricorn. I love full moons because I feel like they're so, I don't know, like illuminating, like there's a truth here waiting for us to see it, waiting to be revealed, like a full truth. It's not just like, you know, we're just starting to put the pieces together, we're just starting to get a gist. It's like usually I correlate full moons with like something is fully baked, you know, something is ready within its own right, you know, like if it's not like fully ready in the grand scheme of things, it's like a cycle has been completed, even if it's like a smaller cycle within a bigger one. But yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of information usually that can come through with full moon. So I'm just super excited and curious to see what comes out for this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling the cards. You know, you guys know, if you've been here before, you can take this time to center yourself, center your energy, take deep in and out breaths so that you can become receptive to the message that comes through here today, and you can know like what's meant for you and what's not. I always ask Spirit to give us messages that are for the highest and greatest good of us all, and to give us messages that are in alignment with unconditional love, universal truth, and divine law and order. I work with benevolent spirit guides higher vibrational spirit guides that want to, help touch our lives, want to support us, uplift us, guide us in the best way possible towards our highest potential. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the spread. So many cards. But it's okay. They came out, so we'll take them. So funny. This card like slid off the deck, like very like slyly. It just like whoop, slipped right off. And it's the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy. I like had a feeling it was gonna come out today too. It's so funny the way that it came out. Okay. So we got quite a few cards here. So let me see what's going on. What's the gist? What am I picking up on first? So I'm gonna look at the Oracle cards first so I don't get like overwhelmed. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, end of a cycle is coming through strong, okay? Because I do see the Death card right in the middle of the spread. And we also got this, ooh, I dropped it, wow. Like I was saying, we also got this end of a cycle card here with the hell goddess. So yes, I'm seeing the end of a cycle, and I feel like this new cycle that we're starting on, that we're getting started on, is going to require us to have a lot of trust, I think, within ourselves. So yeah, I'm just thinking that maybe with this full moon in Capricorn, it probably has to do with what I was saying before, with something that I mentioned before about like, what mountain are you climbing? Are you climbing a mountain that you actually care about, that you actually feel is purposeful, that is actually like meaningful to you, that you feel connected to? So I think what this moon cycle is bringing for us is like, it's illuminating maybe things that we were giving our all to, that we were giving a lot of our energy to, our life force energy dedicated on, but that ended up being something that didn't feel good. Again, that drained us of peace, of happiness, of feeling connected to anything, drained us of purpose because we were so busy kind of giving to something that was never going to provide those things for us. So it's like becoming aware of like where, you were doing that, so that you can like take your energy back, take your focus back, take your attention, and you can put that energy into something that's actually going to provide like a sense of purpose and peace and meaning. Okay, so I am seeing this time as like a time where a lot of people could be feeling like, okay, that's it. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. It's done. This has to stop. This isn't it. This isn't what's fulfilling me. This isn't filling up my cup, So this time could be all about like finding that inner strength that you need to put an end to whatever needs to end, and to, like believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Have that bravery, have that confidence that you need to go your own way, to do something different, because you don't know what it is. It looks like you're ending a cycle, so, so that you can go a new way. But it's like, you don't know what that new way is going to entail. You don't know, you've never done this before. So it's kind of like you do have to have trust, and you do have to be creative, because it's like, well, I don't have a blueprint. I just know that what I was doing, something I was dedicating myself to, that wasn't it. That's all I know. So I have to believe in myself, believe in my perception, and move in a different direction. Take back all of that energy and that focus I was putting on that path, and take it back so that I can put it on another path, because I know that that path wasn't it. And this new path, it's like, I still don't know what's on this new path. I just know that I have to do something else. I just know that I have to do something different, and I have to figure it out on my way, On the way there, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to get creative with, solutions to any obstacles that might come up. And I'm just gonna have to like trust that I'm, making wise decisions, making wise choices, and that I can find my way through, and that I can build something for myself. I can create something for myself that's going to feel better, like it's not going to feel so draining, so depressing, so like I'm defeated, like I'm not connected to anything, like what am I even doing? what is this all for, because no matter what, like in this life that we live, we have to work hard. It's just the nature of the life that we live, and remember what I said, like in this material world, it's hard to manifest things because this material world is so like dense and things take time here. It's so slow, so you have to work hard to manifest things. That's just the nature of it. But it's like, what is worth working hard over? Like, and that's the thing. It's about, I'm gonna have to work hard anyway. So if I'm gonna work hard, I hope it's towards something that's actually going to fulfill me, that I'm actually going to feel connected to, that's actually going to feel meaningful and purposeful, and it's going to bring me peace and harmony and balance and connect me to like all the right things that are meant for me, that are meant to support me and nourish me. It's that. It's like you want to align to something that's just healthier for you, that's going to suit you more, that's you want to align to your highest path, your highest potential. So it's not like you're trying to like outrun hard work. It's like, I'm gonna work hard, I know that, but I want to work hard towards something that is actually going to be worth it and fulfill me, that I actually like care about, that I actually like believe in, and I'm gonna wake up every morning and feel motivated to work, to work hard, to show up, like to do what it is that I have to do, because I know that like I'm doing this for me, for what I believe in, for my peace, for like my well-being, But yeah, I am seeing here with the tarot that there isn't like a clear like direction, there isn't a clear vision, there isn't like a plan. There really isn't any of that. Like right now, it's just the end of a cycle. It's just deciding that you aren't going to continue doing something anymore. That whatever it was that you were doing, that wasn't it. Like that was only hurting you and taking from you. So I see that strongly. It's like just knowing that whatever you were doing, something that you were doing wasn't working, and like now it's like, pivoting, like shifting gears and like to go a new path, a new direction, even though you don't know what this new path or this new direction is. You're still trying to figure it out, like you're still trying to put the pieces together. It's like just having trust in yourself, like trusting yourself and trusting the universe and trusting in your ability to be able to meet whatever comes your way, to be able to figure it out, to be able, to handle it, to manage it. And it's like to handle and to manage everything. It's like there's a very clear understanding coming through these cards that like bad things can happen. It's like, okay, yeah, like something could go left, like something could completely not work out. Like, I don't know, it's possible. But even in those instances, like even in those events, I'm still going to know like how to navigate my way through. I'm still going to know that I'm capable of rebalancing things, like bringing things back into balance and working through things, which I think is a very healthy perspective to have, because if you can have that perspective, like if you are thinking like that already about like, okay, well, if something bad happens, then it happens. I'm capable and I know that I have what it takes to like work my way through that situation, even if something bad happens. Like if you have that perspective and that mentality, then imagine, the perspective you have on like good things happening and good things coming your way. I just feel like you're more open, for the good to happen, for those spontaneous good things to come in when you're like prepared already for the reality that maybe something could go left, that maybe something could not work out. And even if that was the case, even if you were faced with some situation like that, that you could still make your way out of that, that you could still figure it out. You'll work your way through that. You're going to get creative and you're just going to trust the process. So it's a very healthy perspective to have, because it's kind of like, even if something bad happens, I know that I'm going to figure it out. I know that I'm going to be good. I know that like things will get balanced out again. So it just makes this decision that you're making to like pivot and move towards something different, it just makes it like more solid, and it makes you like in a better position, I think, mentally and emotionally for whatever is to come. Because I feel like that's usually what stops people, is like, yeah, but like what if something bad happens, or what if I choose wrong, or what if, they just think about all of the what ifs of like the negative things that could happen, and that's what keeps them like unmoving and like just staying on the path that they are, more certain of, like that they can predict more because it's a path they've been on, even if it's like not fulfilling. I see someone here that's like, no, I am not going to stay on that path. I don't care how predictable it is. I don't care whatever it's providing me. Like, I know that I'm not happy here. I know this isn't it. I know I need a change. I know I need to move in a different direction if I want to align myself to something greater and better. So this is someone that has already made that decision, and this is someone that doesn't care like if anything bad happens. This is someone that's ready for the bad, you know? It is a very realistic energy because there's pros and cons to everything. Like I said, like there's always going to be pros and cons. There's always going to be challenges and difficulties, and this is a person that knows that and is ready to face whatever challenges and difficulties arise, that knows that they have what it takes to get through it, and whatever comes up, they're gonna figure it. If they don't know, they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure it out, and they're gonna do what they can to bring balance to the situation again. If a situation was to, like, for whatever reason become misaligned in some way, this is someone that's like, I'll figure it out and I'll bring it back to balance. I'm going to trust. I know that I can be creative about, you know, finding solutions and figuring out solutions, and figuring out different ways, you know, to like attain something. So I love this energy. I love this energy. This is like an unstoppable energy to me. This is an energy, like, this is what you need. This is the kind of perspective that you need to be successful, to find peace, to find happiness. Like, this is the kind of soul work that needs to be cultivated. Like, this is where one must arrive, I think, if you really want to align to something meaningful and greater, and like do something different. Be brave, you know, and kind of like go your own way, go a different way, because it comes down to like, what am I building? What am I creating? What am I putting my effort in, my energy in? What am I sustaining? What am I manifesting? And if I'm gonna be manifesting something, because we're all creators, we're all manifestors, whether we're conscious of it or not, it's like, if I'm gonna be manifesting something, I might as well put that hard work and dedication and effort into manifesting peace and happiness and connection and love and care and, you know, like healing. This is an energy that's like, they want to realign things, like realign everything, so everything could feel just very harmonious and balanced and ultimately peaceful. Like, the thing that I'm seeing the most here is like, I just want peace. I just want to be at peace. I don't want to feel hurt anymore. I don't want to feel defeated. I don't want to feel drained. I don't want to feel like I'm at rock bottom, like I'm always burned out, like I'm always like at my limit, you know, hanging by a thread. It's like, no, I'm done with that. This is someone that is definitely taking charge of the direction of their life. Like, they're not just going to be passive. They're going to actually make a decision, take an action to pivot things, and they're trusting in themselves to figure it out along the way. This is someone that's ready, and most importantly, that believes in themselves. And I am seeing you, or this energy, I am seeing it like very charged, like it's very like motivated and filled with purpose. Like, it looks unstoppable. Like, it looks very hard to stop this energy. This is an energy that's ready. It's ready. So I'm loving this. I love this energy. Let me know, is this you? Is this your energy, or how is this resonating? If it is resonating, I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm gonna see if there are any other messages, because I feel like I already pulled all the messages from this that I could. So let's see if they have anything else they'd like to add, and then we'll wrap up the reading. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're just reiterating like that you have an intuition, even if things are unknown, unseen. It's like you have a feeling, and they're just like encouraging you to continue to like move in that direction, you know? Exactly. Oh my God. Look at this. With the exception of this Nine of Swords that came out. Look at that. Wow. So yeah, with this Nine of Swords, I do see like there's still some anxiety here, which is normal. You know what I mean? I don't see that that's the overpowering energy. It is here. It came out. That's normal. We're going to have like our little fears, you know, but it's like the energy that's the most prominent is this energy of like feeling very powerful, very connected to yourself, very connected to your heart, very connected to who you are as a person, like knowing thyself, knowing who you are. So when you know who you are, I feel like you can make good decisions for yourself, because it's like, you know, like where you thrive, or at least you have an intuition. If you don't know it directly, it's like you have an intuition of like what's going to be good for you, what's not. And so you can just move better. You can make better decisions, and you can feel confident in the decisions that you're making. Confident that you're making the best decisions that you can for yourself. Again, like even in the midst of all of the unknowns, it's like just knowing that you'll figure it out. You can handle it. You're capable of handling whatever comes your way. This is someone that's done playing roles. This is someone that wants to live, okay? That wants to find like true peace, true happiness, not like manufactured peace or happiness because you found, you know, how to navigate some kind of like dysfunctional reality that you were in. It's like a functioning dysfunction. It's like, well, I figured out how to function in this dysfunction, so that should be good enough, you know? It's like someone that doesn't want to do that anymore because it's not real. It's like you could be keeping the peace or keeping like your confidence intact or playing a role or something, but it's like it's not real. It's like all within those confines, like the confines of that dysfunction. It's like you figured out how to keep something up and how to like manage in that dysfunction, but really what's happening is you're not truly living. You're living a lie, which is why you constantly are feeling drained and like you're at rock bottom. Like you're just like accumulating wounds because where you're at, like you're never going to be able to find the solution there. You're never going to be able to heal where you're at because healing means looking at it truthfully, addressing it truthfully. And as long as you're stuck in whatever path you were in that you're deciding no more, there isn't space for you to do that because then you couldn't function there. You know what I mean? So like for you to heal, it means for you to like break out of the delusion, break out of the dysfunction. You don't have to keep carrying pain and wounds and whatever, you know, just to maintain wherever you're at right now. It's not worth it. Like you're saying, like, this isn't worth it. I want to actually heal. I want to actually live in truth. I want to actually find peace and happiness. Staying there in that path means continuing to carry these wounds, you know? This pain, like this pain, I feel like it's like bone deep. It's not allowing you to like address things or work through things, process through things. Like it's kind of like you just have to live like, oh, like that this isn't real or this isn't happening. I'm not carrying these wounds when you are, you know? So yeah, definitely a lot of soul work happening. I'm so proud of this energy. This is amazing energy. And this is very strong Capricorn energy. I love this strong Capricorn energy because it looks like an energy that realized like there's more to life than just like material goods, like material, like the accumulation of material things, than wealth, status, power. There's more to life. Like there's something else that you have to consider. There's something else that even if it's not tangible, even if you can't see it, it very much so is real and it's playing a role, it's influencing. And so you have to do what you have to do to like nurture that part too, to nourish that part, to support that part as well. So this is very strong, high vibrational Capricorn energy. This is someone that's going to manifest something incredible, something very good, something that's going to feel very good. Most importantly, you're going to feel very strong, very powerful, very confident, very capable, wise, and just like very proud of yourself. Okay, so just trust in the process, trust spirit. You got this. I feel like you know you got this. This is someone that knows they got this. So yes, this was the reading for our full moon in Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here with me today, for sharing your time and your energy. I look forward to seeing you guys here again very soon. Take good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye.